Last time I counted, I found more than 30 former bodybuilding or power athletes who had died premature of drug-related circumstances. Is it your impression that such deaths had any influence among the other athletes?
I don't think it influenced the other athletes because they're taking more drugs than ever. If you look from the past year, April 2014 going back to April 2013, you look from the bodybuilding world who died. Nasser El Somebody died at 47. Vince Comerford died at 52. Greg Kovacs died at 44. Ed Van Amsterdam died at 40. All these men all competed in Night of Champions that I would run, and they should be considered in the prime of their lives, and they died either from heart failure, kidney failure, or combination. It's from the drugs. I remember the night that Nasser died, I got a call simultaneously from Paul Dillette and Kevin Leone. You got to remember, all these guys, we were on all these tours together, and no matter what you read in the magazine, we all became very close. You know, there was Nasser, there was Paul, there was Kevin, there was Chris, there was Flex, there was Milos. I mean, there was a group that went on all these tours with me, and they know they were all taking the same stuff. And Paul and Kevin, both of whom are off everything now, but they were scared. Kevin's got a little 5-year-old boy. Paul's got 2 children, a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, 2 girls. And they were worried because Nasser died, and they're all the same age. And they were scared because they had something to live for now. Unfortunately, the guys that are competing now, they just look and say, wow, I feel bad, you know, so-and-so died. He might have been an idol of mine growing up. But do you think Phil Heath cut back? Do you think Kai Green cut back? Do you think any of these guys cut back? No, because when it comes down to it, they want to win that Olympia title. They want to get the big contract, whatever the money is in bodybuilding, where it's not nowhere near another sport. But they want to be the top man here. That's why they're competitors. They compete. They're athletes. And they are going to do whatever they have to do. And they always feel it can happen to them, not to me. I'll give you a prime example. At FIBO 1992, we were concerned about Mohammed Benaziza, so large, always out of breath. He seemed like a heart attack waiting to happen. And we kept saying to him, Momo, you know, pull back. Momo, do this. And he'd always say, nah, it won't happen to me. I'm fine. That was April 1992. And we all know in October 1992, he died. From a diuretic overdose, but he was overweight, you know, for his frame. It was a combination of things. He had a diuretic, did him in. He went into cardiac arrest from the diuretic. But they never think it's going to happen to them. Part of that is the steroids, which is artificial testosterone. And we all know how we think when we're 17 or 19, we can beat up the world. That's testosterone talking. Imagine putting in 100 times that amount. How you think. You think you're indestructible. And the thing is, none of us are indestructible. And it's the chemicals, they change their chemical structures, and they shorten their lives. I mean, there's no way Nasser should have died at 47. But unfortunately, Nasser, even when he retired, he kept taking stuff. You know, people get on Dillette now. I see him writing on boards, oh, Paul is small, Paul looks like not. Paul wants to see his children, his daughters grow up and get married, and he wants to be a grandfather someday. That's 25 years from now. He's not going to risk that anymore. You know, he watches what he eats. And, you know, I've seen Paul a lot. He doesn't drink. He's trying to watch his diet close. Yeah. Does he have any muscle thing? No. I mean, and, you know, the thing is, when you're competing and you're on steroids, you feel you're indestructible, but none of us are indestructible. The drugs, like any drug, whether it's recreational or PEDs, they will get you.